Hello. Pastor D, welcome. We are on episode 7 of Healing Families. I'm with my co-host, my wife, the wife of my youth, Usis Ndutu, and Pastor D. How are you doing, Fundis?
I'm good, Pastor Harold. Thank you so much for having me here, and also greetings, Usis Ndutu, as well.
Greetings, my pastor.
Today we're going to be focusing on healing wounds, Zamadod, father wounds. Now there are different causes of these wounds, but today we're not going to be going deep. We would rather want to focus on the impact of the wounds. Now, if fatherlessness comes in different forms and creates wounds for both male and male child. If fatherlessness, you can have a father that is present but absent. That's now the ATM father, the one who is a provider of material things, but emotionally is not involved, is not there. Aka support abantwana beyodlala akakho akabazi noba bakhula njani kwi-education yabo is not involved. All he's interested in, the cupboards are full, I've paid the school fees, just continue. Now, of course we've said there are different causes, but you see this fatherlessness impact here. If you look at statistics briefly, you see it in the prison population. Over 70% of the prison population comes from fatherless boys in particular. If you look at suicide, they say over 60% of suicide victims are from fatherless homes. You look at abantwana who misbehave at school, children who don't perform well at school, they come from these fatherless homes. It's the wounds that these kids are growing up with. Whatever is causing the wounds. We're not going to be putting blame on anyone, but we are interested in how we address these issues. So, but before we go on, Pastor D, just tell us briefly, who is Pastor D, your story with fatherlessness, how you experienced it, and how it impacted you before we progress.
Thank you, Mr. Foster, for this time. Fatherlessness is a huge, wide, and deep issue within our society. I had a big share of it as well. Zolile Dayimani is my name, and Zolile Kozakele, raised by my great-grandmother. And andiyazi laa nto yobona utata ebuya emsebenzini esiza nezinto kutshintsha i-atmosphere ecaca utata ubuyile okanye utata upeyile. Ndikhula ndisondliwa imali kamakhulu yendodla. At a later stage umakhulu wasweleka because of age. Then I was moved to where my mom got married to, because she found me, she had me before she got married. And then ndakhulela lapho ke ngoku to this new family, umobe nabantwana abanabo emveni kwam. Ekhona ke utata phaya. Ngokwesixhosa ke asinayo into ka-stepfather. For a lack of a better way to explain more, we have ukuthi siboleke ke ngophaya entshona city, ndikhula ke ngophambi ko-stepfather. He did his job as a father, but excuse me, I could see ukuba ezi rumors zimane zivakala ukuba enobebetha ngolu hlobo awungomntanakhe, although they were never confirmed because nothing like that was addressed. As you would know, kwi-society yethu izinto ezinjalo azithethwa, kuhlalwa phantsi ku-explain izinto uba uzibona nje solapho uzifundele ke xa kusiliwa uve xa kukho exchange of words, oh Okay. So nam ke ndikhula like not a boy like anyone, and ipapa ndibethiwe khona bathetha omakazi ba ayinobethwa kangaka le nto ba angotatakhe, you know. So yena ke utata, I would say utata did his part, but uyawubona uba naye njengoba sendimdala nje indlela wendikhulisa ngayo, he had no mentor. Utata wakhe naye ebomini bakhe zangadlala indima elindelekileyo kutata. So I'm growing up in this family ke umane ndisiva ukuthi utata, and ndifumanisa uba kodwa ngenye ixesha uba hayi kodwa I wasn't supposed uba ndingabethwa ngohlobo okanye ndifumane this kind of a treatment. After some time ke my mom sat me down, and I thank God for my mom. Sat me down, Zolile mntanam, and ndiyaqonda uba zikhona izinto zivayo zokuba this is not a biological father. Utata wakho wayengubani wasemathileni, kokwabo kwakusendaweni ethile, kwakukudala ke ngoku.
Sorry Mfunza, how old were you when your mother sat down with you and told you that your biological father is?
I think I was in my 28, 29.
Wow.
You were very old.
I'm
You were
very old. And
so you grew up with these rumors that this is not your biological father.
and ndikhula nabantwana abathi xa bekhula bedlala bona utata uzandiphathela into ethile, and you could see the excitement it does to that child. Athi noba ebegezelwa esekoneni engakwazi uziphendulela, but once I mention igama loba utata uzawufumanisa uba i-confidence yakhe iyabhreka, iyaphika. If she brags about his dad, and confidence gets pumped up. And nani ngoku noba benifuna umgezela ndisakwazi umgezela because ndiyabona uba uthe sakumention utata ke something is done, confidence apha kuye, you feel ingathi ambona. So this particular day mom sat me down, and I will always respect my mom about that, because I felt treated like a man. Because normally bendingumuntu onikwa instructions ithi pha ngoba sisithi ndizakuthume, but ngoku mama sets me down athethe in a normal, civil. I'm not saying she was uncivil, but lend respect ngathi ngokuthetha nomuntu omkhulu. Hlalisa phansi utatakho. This it's awkward the conversation because thina kwiculture akwazi ukuhlala mama wakho phansi uthethe izinto
zabantu abakhulu.
Especially things like this, because really it's not something is talked about.
And the interest that was in me when I heard about that, there was something that happened to me, something positive. I felt good. I felt excited. My mom is talking about my father. Oh, geez, there is a man that is called my father. So the excitement grew in me that I would like to meet him, and so much I couldn't wait to go following the instructions of Mama. Before I get to that, I want to thank her very much, because Mama never said anything negative about Utata.
Okay.
Now that I'm matured, he never made any attempts. My mom never said anything. And I think that also helps to a boy child. Because once you tell there is an anger that comes within it. After they have peer pressure that they're experiencing. Mama exploded. So that is not good news to the boy. He grew up in a land of so we call it internal anger and loss of identity with the boy, because he cannot identify with his father. So,
Lord, but in say, as much as you were excited that your mother sat you down and told you about your biological father, were you not? Didn't it arise emotions as negative like anger? But why didn't he conduct me? Why?
I'm laughing it now, but it was not laughing matter then. But this question came out later. So I went to go 12. Everyone has a story. And I know that my friends, story some might not excite his siblings, but I'm not ashamed anybody. I'm just sharing my story.
Yes, sir.
If you look at the Bible, the story's got Joseph. Does not excite his siblings, but it's Joseph's story. So I'm owning my story, not to bring down the family name, but I'm owning my story because I know someone will be helped by my story. And someone will find healing because I'm speaking from experience. So here I am. They're excited because look, I'm going to You know,
Your father.
not that kukule ndisolayo apha ekhayeni apho cha kaloku ngoku kuthethwe i-11 ngokuthenye language. So when that round andinqotoza kule nto ndafika abantu balapha kodwa no abantu balapha bamuva kokuhlaba apha bantu base-Motherwell, follow to Motherwell, and abafumana abantu bakulotata basekhaya. And I'm excited to see them. Apparently I'm the firstborn.
Okay.
And then there are younger ones, sisters and brothers. Dala ngoko kwa Pefe Plus koko ki beach as you folk dala ngoko sina ngasekhulethu. Chini thiza. Enyi le ngumena wami. Ndake nabantu betha apha. Dala ndingayazi.
Awuyazi kwena brother wakho.
Kanti ngani papa yona nje khawula le. So ngoku sanothana ngalo incident. Ngoku ndiyangena ke ngoku ingena ndihlele ekhawushini Motherwell.
Okay.
Ndibafumene utata. This is a little bit forward ke ngoku. Okay, ndibafumene utata, and then ijonge na atata, hey bani, namkhulu wakho kodini, sita nenhla, manje ikhumbula leke naphansi utata khona. Before ke ngoku ndibafumane Motherwell. Ndibafumana eMotherwell, ndiyenda gqitha msinyane. Tata kanti bephangela e-university.
Okay.
Kwathiwa pha before ndiye Motherwell kwathiwa no uphangela e-university.
Okay.
NMMU.
Utshatile ke ngoku with another person utata.
Ne-life yakhe.
All right.
Ne-life yakhe.
All
I'll
right.
get into that. So kuthiwa pha UPE lo mntu ungubani kabani uyakumfumana kwindawo ethile usebenza yedwa phaya. That was exciting because andifika ndibuzise.
Yes.
So mna ndiya emntwini endiyaziyo uba ndiyakutata yena akayazi uba xa ndifika mna ndimbani na. Nyhani xa ndifika pha Brasithero mhlobo wam, I admired him. I looked at him, I got a smile. Okay. Then clean shaven. Okay, yafana nam the chap. I begin to love the man. And this also goes to what? Umntana, utata to emntwaneni will always be a hero.
Oh,
Yeah.
Noba wena mem,
Yeah.
une issues zakho notata womntana, as a baby mama. But ubungozi kundivalela ukuvalela unyana kutata because noba setheni na he will always be his hero. I saw my hero that was absent.
Ekugqibeleni is your father.
You know,
Unejinsi zakhe.
You know, I
is
look
your
at
father.
Jonga, xa ndifika pha akandijonganga nondijonga ndiyabulisa ndifika kuhlokumane nasebhayi.
Okay.
Ibhrukhwe emnyama, still remember nesweta emhlophe, aroset. Uyazilungisa ukhekhe. Ugqibile for the day uzawugoduka, so uyazilungisa zimamarishi umkhulu. I looked at how he loved himself and I found myself, I'm like this. Ndiyathanda ukukhalela kakuhle. So there are things that I'm looking at him that I'm enjoying and enjoya ndedwa akayazi ndibulise ke mna ke molo andikwazi ukuthi molo bhuti and ndiyazi mathi malontoni ndinomolo ngenasimamva molo and then he looks at me yeah ndibuze kunjani no it's right man kunjani ku you know ndikhona khona man how do I break the ice ndibuze ke mna ke do you know Rosie, my mom is Rosie, do you know Rosie? Yeah, the ma's Rosie Musman, Lori Musman, township man. Mana sekas, language I lowe. No, the ma's Rosie Musman, okay, Mazagana. Hey man, you darling, come on, the ma's Rosie. Pin the question, Mazagana. No man, I did no Rosie, the master, the son of Bichan. Okay, I was expecting a little bit of a formality, no, go now, but I not in the Imbichan because Nadia says, no, not in Bichan, because me Imbichan and the chaplain, okay.
Kodwa ke mfundisi kaloku wamgqibela ke mhlawumbi kuseyimbijana.
Yeah, no, because man, son of Bichan, man. Yeah, I'm sure the story, if Mama knows, I see Mama, she will be excited because I never shared this, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, not because Nandi is fisher. Yeah, I think mhlawumbe bendingafuna umbonelila because it's touchy and also ke ngokwaloku once uzisa isitori esinjena khona abanye abantwana ngani misunderstandings ezininzi kube kusekho notata osaphilayo could wreck the family because it's not about breaking down this family but it's just a side of my story. So I know Rose ndiyamazi blah 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 blah. Okay, ndifumanise kuba after this conversation ucingo ba mna Zolile ndingumalume wam.
Okay.
Ucinga uba ndingumntu wakulomama.
Alright.
The boy is about to get to the bush, so kufunwa uyise.
Okay.
Ndithi yona ke uyamazi ndithi ngibani igama lakhe. Angalazi igama lalo bayengibani.
Embijana.
All along ke besoloko ndizibambile ke most because the emotional I see my dad, I'm angry. Ndibuze ke ngoba before
angry iyaphathama ngoku-anger.
Benombuzo othi what ucinga mhlawumbe all these years, because I wanted mna khula kwam ndandifuna uba yilawyer, but i-background ayindivumeli ke sokolo ekhaya apho ndikhulele khona. So ndibuze ke ngoba empani ivuke ke ngolaa nto kudoda kumba all these years fundi xa uthi omgqibele imbijana ucinga uba wondlombani utya ntoni. No, this is what he said in his words. No, mandafumanisa uba uyowabanjwa ngomnye umxhaka wasengqusho mani sowamthrowa ke ngoku yafumana sowakholula yesekhayasilauazi ke nam uvela because the bone xa bembambele tight qomba okay uthetha ngomendle usendlini uthetha ngotata lusendlini. Okay, yayingibani igama lakhe qonda okay ndiyasithenga ke esi story sakhe although sinabo excusana but okay ke ndiyazixisa yayingibani igama lakhe. Wacinga wathi igama lakhe enguzolani Zola. Yo ma'am, that broke me down for my dad not to know my name. Yes, njengoba lapha phambi kwakhe I have not yet disclosed myself ubani but I expected noko noba ke akandazi uba ndinguye kodwa uyakulikhumbula igama lakhe unyana wakhe, you know. If my dad did not know my name, Zolani, tears came down. Ndajonga ecaleni ndiphangela kwa ikhampani ke ngoku kuthiwa ngu-Light Master. Ndingu-storeman and a driver pha ndiyaqhuba pha. Yeah. So ndize ngemoto emsebenzi ngela xesha imoto zaseJoburg zazinonumber T.
Number T.
For GP, yeah. Yeah, I still remember that car station where got Crescida. Yeah. So you may pa. So I'm sure naye inokuba angayenzi bandim nanama ngemoto eqondile, you know. Yeah.
So ibonile imoto.
So ibonile imoto epakanga kude. Ibonile imoto epakanga kude. Ndibe isibhruku emnyama ne golf shirt yecompany. Andinxiba smart mos. Nalami inqwazi eStetson, ekhupha iStetson, you know. So ndi smart, so nalewe ndiza kuyo ngoku bendize kuba ndiza come to see my dad. I'm excited, but ndibona i-resemblance yam ne-replica yam kuye, how he conducts himself, njengoba ezilungisa nje and all that. Okay, so when he could not remember my name, I broke down. I cried. Ndajonga ngapha ecaleni ndahamba. Xa ndihamba ndathi yayinguzolile igama lakhe and nguye lo uthetha naye ndimka.
Kutsho wena.
So mna ngokuye phaka umsindo ngoku. Ayinguzolile igama lakhe nguye lo uthetha naye. So lenyembezi ndahamba. Ndathi xa ndizawufika emotweni umka kwami I think 2 steps away from him wakhwaza. Zed! Hey! Zed! Ndimkile angena emotweni khala isitara. Look at the mirror. Mshiya on the spot at dome enjalo. That was even before ke ngoku andise mother way.
Okay.
So it took me 2 weeks to come down from my anger. 2 weeks. Then on the 3rd week night I came in Ncumile because he's my dad.
Yeah.
Ncumile, made up with him. Hey, it was terrible. The man couldn't know how to express his love. Ebevula ipokotho andibonisa uba akanamali ufuna unipha yonke into. No, must meet family yakhe Motherwell. That's how it happened. Into yoba ndizoba seMotherwell izobona le check ke ndake ndaphantsi umntana wam. So
mfundisi ngale 2 weeks ne what was happening in your mind? How did you reach that decision yokuthi let me go back to him?
I think I understood.
What assisted you to do so? Okay.
Uhlobo endikhule ngalo ndisokola nokubona ukungabikho katata ebomini bam kwakho into mhlambi naye. Maybe this man was never fathered.
All right.
So he can't father me.
Okay.
So for me to be able to father my own children, because I knew that I was gonna have abantwana, so I have to make right with him.
So you moved from ukufocusa kuwe wafocusa kuye ke ngoku into yokubana there must be a reason
for him.
There must be a reason.
I moved I moved focusing kum now focus kuye for him na. It's like the tennis ball, you hit it against the wall and then it bounce back.
Yeah.
So ndaphuma kum ndamophulela nam understand yoba njengoba enjealous because absent of his father ebomini bakhe. So ngokwenza loo nto ndiphulela yena ndiphilisa. Ngoba no one is going to heal me. Healing has to start from me. I must make initiative because there is the pain. You lose self-confidence. You are phakathi kwabantwana ababonakala babanotata always talk about their dads. You feel inadequate, you feel incompetent because uyazi into katata what it does. Sometimes uyabukela ne-movies okanye uyabukela nje ubone umuntu ebrushwa ngutata kenhloko. That means million words that are not spoken even though engathethi, that are spoken even though engathethi. So I think yanceda mna ndandinomsindo. I cried. Like 2 weeks I was crying. Ndakhumbula when I first saw him ndingamazi excitement ebendinayo nezinto endizibonayo zam kuye yokuba thina yafana nayo kwinto ethile, and also ndanceda ukungabikho negative kwamazwi kamama ngoba kwakungekho nto yayi-built in for ekum. I-enge bendinayo engayam. Yabona i-anger yam yabona when it's fueled by my mom, it was going to blind my decision. Ibe more emotional than logic because they are fuel. But go with my anger, so I'm able to deal with my anger and love the man and forgive the man and saw remorse. I saw remorse kuye.
What I like again Mfundisi into yokubana you are also saying into yokubana you released the emotions zakho. You cried. Kaloku sikhula ku society ethi amadoda awunawukhala, you know, xa indoda, as if indoda is not a human being, as if indoda ayifilishi pain ngumthi othile ongava pain, you know. So I like it into yokubana somebody who's listening there, one, umzali wakho khange athethe izinto ezinegative about utata, which helped. Secondly, you uke wahlala with yourself and worked on your emotions, and one of the ways working on your emotions was to release them out of your system and take them out and cried.
Exactly.
You know?
I cried and it really helped me because I realized that there was a wound that I did not know. Because if something is not dealt with, it's a wound, but until it is dealt with, then you will know. But enye into eyenzekayo kwi-relationship yam nomama, umama sikhula sithi makazi. Ngenxa yokuba sikhula kukho abantwana bakasista bakhe benezimbo silambic generation. Abantu like my wife says calls her mom Sisi because ukhule kukho abantu oosista bakhe abakhulu njalo bigger family. So yandinceda I began to love my mom. I had a relationship. After that, she has no idea what it made me. It made me to love her. Namthanda nafunda ke ngoku build a relationship yam nomama. Because normally I was a boy that has been only sent. Okanye nomama naye beyinkosikazi kaloku umama yasemathileni. So ucinge ke ngoku lo myeni wakhe umyeni wasemathileni ozawubona ukuba ukhathele noba katsho uba uyiphethe njani le ntwana phakathi kwabantwana bethu. Ngoba any goodness umama yenzayo kule ntwana izawuba ngathi kule ndoda usacinga la so umama naye in her way she played a marvelous, a wonderful role mama. And ukundihlalisa phansi kwakhe that day to open up kwandenza ndasondela ndafunda relationship yam naye ngokuthi ndifunda uthanda umama. Unandiphumele into yoba ngathi indoda ingathi anayo emotions. I need to love my mom. Ndithi mama mlomo uzali ngathi makazi ndithi mama and really open my heart towards my mom. I so wish that my man needs to know that you are a human being as you are, but you must learn to open your heart to love. Because thina sicinga siyakuthanda kanti funeke sikufundisiwe uthando. And ingxaki into yoba ngenye ixesha si-expect ukuba siyakwazi ukuthanda kanti asikwazi ukuthanda ngoba we have been through the rough patch. Elacala li-emotional khange litreat utatakho ubheke pha okanye akakho wena mama ubhetele close kumamakho. So your feminine side has been nurtured, has been kakuhle yakhuliswa yafidwa. Mna ndifidwa mna uba ngaba ndibizwa kamnandi ngutatam funeka be ushushu. Most of the time mhlawumbe yoba ngokwedini ufumanisa ubana lapha endlini omnye utata hayita ngapha kwephepha akana relationship nomntana but umntana intombazana vasizitya nonini ekitchen. So ngoku xa sifika kwixesha le-relationship ufika kwi-relationship lady li-matured in love and in feelings and emotion than a man, because a man that bank has never been felt empty. So that is why it's very difficult for us ukuthi sithande. That is why andithethi kuba ke man ndiphambi kwakho kodwa ni need to feel that tank yethu nisaphulele la wena phulela ngayo tatam. Because now uphulela ba akangabe natata. So le poni he did as much as he can. So nam khange ndiyifilishwe my tank love tank yam ukhumbule ngokukhula nobuqoqo kuselokishini. Elokishini funeka uveze ubudoda by how many women you sleep with. Singabantu abakhula bedlala sidlala kokoko thina. Indoda until he finds God ingqondo yayibuya, otherwise indoda idlala kokoko seyine bomb ye lady. Masterpiece cream de la cream ye lady. Qonba amanye amadoda athi bangabana ufumana lamntana nazo niphinde nifuna omnye. But ufumana sibala pone lamntana ayikho serious iyadlala because ecala lothando has never been fed. But when coming back to what you were saying, crying kwi-session esizenzayo kumbutho wethu wamadoda ndike ndibe nayo into ethi ugqibeleni nokhala because our pain starts from there. You need to release tears. Yabona ke ngoku thina nathi ndifuna ungathi ndiyashumela kodwa inyaniso. You know, when you're in the presence of the Lord and you break down, that vulnerability ungakhange ube nayo for years iyancedakala, you get healing because praying to God, worshiping God, praising Him and cry as a man, it makes up for lost, because namatyala amaninzi okungakhali as emotions that are bottled up. So uyandinceda kakhulu memlando ukuba kula 2 weeks and cry and find my dad and come to a place but understand where he comes from, because role yakhe impact ungabikho kotata ndiyibonile babetshile but kwasebantwaneni xa abantwana bethetha positive when we've got nothing to say. Let me also say this, bekho laa nto nangoxa sidlala singabantwana talking about fathers, kukhethwe ootata balapha eriyeni siyadlala mosibos kuthiwe ngutata bani ubona uba ezi zikhetho labatata zincumile because kukhethwe ootata ababrand. Xa kufika kuwe wena kuthiwe wena ngutata bani unikwe nje kwaqwakana lo mfo ayakhala ndiyanikhatha ndifuna uba ngutata bani mna masiqale ekuqaleni because as much as you are still a boy, you can see an ideal man. And you want to be an ideal man. That is why we rebuke it about you know, so it comes also from there. So fatherlessness may impact your affect.
Let's quickly go into the reconciliation in summary forja kunye no tatako.
Well, my dad did not live for long.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we met and then after 3 years he passed away, but he played a role kakhulu in terms of undinceda nam and bengulotata nenguye because I could see remorse benchilo wayezisola, and from what he knows he tried, including introduced me to his family. Ndazi nefamily empengaziyo even namhlanje bendikwi-ordination yomnyana ongutata mncinci wakhe from kwela cala. So I got introduced to a larger family, that is my side, and it helped me kakhulu. Now ngokunokuncedwa kakhulu nguThixo primarily. I do things like ngenxa reconciliation to my son. I am number one fan to my son. Because fatherlessness is dangerous. Unyana mxedlala bro terrible and ebebalisa nangokuba mna I used to shout and scream ndibaleke bendibaleka ngaphezulu noref bangabe ibhola yakho laqala ndibaleka ngapha ku-out ngiyamkhwaza buhle you can do it. Andipaveli yena yedwa ndipavela nabanye ngoku abalapha abanotata babo bangekhoyo ndibuze kwabazaba bankabala nami kuthiwe nguKevin, come on Kevin, come. I'm the present father not only to my son but also to those sons. So nyana wam, I know that where he is and what he has been doing, we speak for positive because he passed your Mabina father. I knew that the buck must stop here.
Yeah.
This vicious
Break
cycle
that-
must be broken.
break that
And I
curse.
had to start doing things that are not in my comfort zone. You know, starting from changing nappies. Bathing abantwana zange yenziwe mna bendidlalela phana xa isikhiphe sidlakadlaka ndinalaxesha lekomntu ndihoyile but my kids la reconciliation and forgiveness with my father yenza uba ndikwazi ngoku to look after my own kid, my own boy.
Because you did not want what happened to you to happen ebantwaneni bakho, but you had to learn, and that had to be intentional. Surely.
Must make a first move. You know, Mama, as you said, time is up, but I want to live by this. When Jesus was tempted by the devil in the wilderness, 40 days and 40 nights, it's not easy. Every day he's tempted. But before that, he was baptized by John. And he was baptized by John. He came out of the waters, and there was a voice from heaven that says, this is my son.
Yeah.
So when as we as fathers affirm our children, no matter they face in the wilderness for 40 years, tempted in every way, the words of the Father will ring in the ears and give them strength to carry on.
Wow.
Because Jesus, I believe, I believe that the words that I said, hear him, I love him, were ringing. So when the child faces it challenges, by the time I am back.
Yes.
That's a big amen.
Wow,
Truly.
wow,
So
wow,
thank you
it
very
is a big
much.
amen.
Thank you. That was a mouthful, you know.
And that's a wrap. We thank God for this wonderful opportunity to listen to the amazing story of Pastor Zolile Dayimani. We hope that fathers out there and everyone, including the mothers, will have gained insight in terms of wounds that we create, with children, the way we do things. We hope that fathers to be are also learning so that they will do better. We don't have to pass on the same pain, the wounds that we grew up with to our children. Let's do better by our children. Thank you for watching tonight. See you next time. Have a productive week ahead. Bye-bye.